Top of the top. We up. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Back again. Shout out to everybody that's up live in this chat. Shout out to the people on the replay. I'm gonna start early today, man. Really ain't no time, but we up. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing today? Summer coming to a close. What's up, y'all? So y'all be up. I'm up. What's up, Natasha Jordan? What's up, y'all? What's up, Nikki 57? What's up, Fox? What's up, Shirley? What's up, Nav? What's up, y'all? Let's get into it, man. Shout out to the Lobby's people, which is the chat. Shout out to all the moderators, members, people that tap in, subscribe every day, subscribers, everybody, man. We here. All right, so we gonna slide through this episode. So a lot going on in this episode. I don't know what y'all saw already, but I'm gonna just go into it because somebody is trending for real this time. Somebody really is trending. All we're gonna do is look at it. So once again, disclaimer: fair use for entertainment, educational purposes only. Nothing I say is a fact, no malice intent. All I do is translate the information that's being put out online, and I just give my opinions and display it on YouTube. But it's all public. So we're gonna get into it, y'all. Top of the top. What's up, y'all? All right, let's go. Y'all here ready? We're gonna start. Everybody else, man, they got to catch up. We up. We up. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna be talking about today. Past, present, and the future. Unseen footage of Beyonce has been released, which is the past. Everybody we basically see left is from the past. But in the present, they're maintaining, but none of their futures look bright. We in the era of legacy for these people, for the people that have been in this game 20 to 30 years, they're supposed to be indulging in a legacy. They're supposed to be relaxing, shining, enjoying the fruits of their labor and stuff like that. But we also see they wanted to harbor all the talent for themselves, all the fame for themselves. Everybody that wanted it all for themselves, in the end, they now can get what they asked for. Because when you want everything for yourself, you also got to take what come with it that's bad. So let's get into it. Busta Rhymes is acting weird again, y'all. But no, he's not. I'm not going to keep saying that. Busta Rhymes is not acting weird. Ain't nothing wrong with Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes he showed me who he was a long time ago. And every time I see, confirms. It all ties into the things I say, y'all. I'm sorry. It's what I mean. As a man gets older, his true colors come out, his true self, his true feelings. If a man is really a loudmouth type of guy and his whole life he had to be humble, when he get older, he might say, screw that, I don't want to bite my tongue no more. No. Little Richard. It's just like every other era. They getting older. Busta Rhymes been in this game since a teenager. He's now in his 50s. Who Busta Rhymes presents himself to be, that's who he is. All right? Nothing to hide. It is what it is. When I saw Busta Rhymes at the parade, I got it clear ever since then. I just took all these different pieces to the puzzle, put them together, and I got one big picture. And I left it at that. So I say all these things so people get like, I'm not here to just call nobody out. I'm not here to talk about people, just that anything come across this public desk, it's going to be spoken about. All right? That's all it is. Nobody special, nobody spared. They all friends. They all together. They all on payrolls. They all a network. So that's their business. But it ain't my fault their business is coming up. Because it happened to every other generation, didn't it? Didn't every generation get exposed? And it's not even negative. As decades go by, doesn't like, it's always the future generations are always taught about the older generations. That's how it works, right? All right. When you're born, you don't know nothing, but you learn from the past. So that's why we were young. We learned from old documentaries, old different things, 70s, like I say, 70s, 80s, 90s. If you're born in 2000s, they studied the 90s. That's why they follow the 90s to this day. If you're born in the 80s or you was raised in the 80s, 70s, you 9 times out of 10, you inspired by the 60s. And that's your belief system. 60s. Meaning everything they believe in the 60s, you believe. If that's what you learned to become a grown-up. Same way in this era, they studied the 90s, early 2000s. That's their foundations of a grown-up. And that's why things are the way they are. People never understood time. Same way it takes 9 months for a baby to be born. The manifestation of time is it will always be a final result. That's nobody gonna stop. Same way if a mother pregnant and she don't do the right things in her pregnancy, she can lie all she want. It's gonna come out in that baby, right? If she ain't been taking the prenatals, if she ain't been taking care of herself, that baby gonna come out with all type of stuff. Jaundice, we know this, right? So that's like a woman that's pregnant, confront, say whatever she want, but the truth gonna be in that baby when it's born. Because everything comes out in time. There's nothing nobody gonna do to stop it. These are universal laws. So back to what I said, a lot of them that's older, they should have retired, bowed out, and ran already and left if they wanted to indulge in their glory. See, it's no different from, I worked at the job with you guys. We all work together. I'm the old head at the job. But see, I stuck around at the job so long, y'all start peeping me out. Y'all start peeping out that I don't work for real. I don't be doing nothing. I be talking all day and BSing. Because I'm the old head at the job. But see, I also could be at that job too long, but y'all could mess around and see me slip and fall and bust my ass. Y'all laugh at me. But if I were to retire, y'all would have never saw that stuff. Because it was y'all turn to work the company. But I want to stick around my old ass. So y'all peep me out. Man, old head, man, he don't do nothing. He just sit around all day, drink coffee, take breaks, be telling on people. Man, I wish he retired already. See? Same thing. Told you. It's all mental, y'all. They wasn't raised normal. So guess what? They don't know when to retire. Why? And that game they got is no retirement date. So they actually will keep going to 80. Now, do y'all now see why regular people are actually more normal than them? You retire. They don't. They don't know when to retire. You do. You might got it planned out. I'm going to retire at this age. You can now see they never had a date planned for retire. Then you also know they do what? Fake retirements. But now it's starting to show. Why? Guys, it's not disturbing to you. Damn near everybody got false teeth and dyed hair. That's disturbing. Why? That was never entertainment. Never was like that. They are showing us that they have stuck around so long, they are using dye. More than James Brown. More than Michael. More than Quincy. All I'm seeing is false teeth and dye. And they're not even in their 60s. No, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. What else disturbing? It ain't about me. I don't look up to them. Look at the young people. People in their 20s and 30s and teenagers. They on TikTok. Teenagers on TikTok looking at grown men with dentures and dyed hair. Now, y'all, it's disturbing. Because, like I say, man, it's disturbing. It's one thing when you're older and you take care of yourself to look younger. It's a different thing when you're older and you're trying to look younger. It's a difference when you just don't want to grow up, period. That's Busta Rhymes. So Busta Rhymes is finally out, y'all. He's out. He's out. I'm not calling him weird, but let's go into this old footage. The old footage of the Queen has resurfaced. And these videos, this footage was dropped from The Mail, which is a UK, United Kingdom's company, where Beyonce and Jay-Z will be very soon. They'll be going to the UK. So this was in the files. of Beyonce talking to Michael Jackson. And the key to this, she allegedly is 19 years old. So that's also parallel to the age where it is said that she first started kicking it with somebody. Well, nothing is a fact, but if it's true, she got with somebody at the age of 19, this is that timeline right here. This is when she was 19, going on 20. Allegedly, that's what they say. So, it's a reason why she at the top, y'all. You see how little old Beyonce, the only one left? You see how young Beyonce, the only one left in that era? Oh yeah, another sidebar. Now I ain't even gonna say nothing, but this supposed to be from 2001. Let's go. Oh yeah, so let's make it clear. It is said that her and somebody knew each other, been dating before, but they wasn't together. So let's make that clear. Allegedly. Let's go. So the footage resurfaces. A man named by the name of Mark Sheffield. He had this in his archive. But allegedly, he also makes adult film. So all the speculation of this game, people that don't get. And it's another half. It's two sides of the coin. One side of the coin is the fans. The other side of the coin is the industry. Only thing that happened, like I've been telling y'all, is nothing spectacular. All industry secrets got revealed. Not exposed, revealed. The check writers exposed the whole Hollywood pyramid scheme. So, only thing happened was a lot of entertainers wanted to cover up the Hollywood entertainment scheme. That's all it was. So I always tell you, since 2024, all a lot of people have been doing online is trying to hide their shame and guilt. That's all they've been doing. It's a whole network that don't have jobs no more. It's a whole network that been cut off from the roots. They've been cut off. And they're all online. And they're the ones that didn't want you to know. All of the Hollywood industry procedures, all of the people that bragged about their riches and wealth. Only thing is, they just didn't want you to know what they did to get the money. And around here, we understand very clear what this is about. Because we know it's the dirty executives that were the main ones. And I also told you 1,000,000 times. See? Some people in this game, and I ain't talking about Beyonce, there's certain complexion. I already told you certain stuff they got to do. All right? And they know their job and their role. Got it? I'm not going to repeat nothing today. There's certain things they got to do to get where they at, to get that money. We already know that. Just that's the part they ain't want the fans to know. But the thing is this. If they would accept that this game was over, would already retired, who cares who's talking about you after you left the job? So that's what I was talking about with the retirement, with the job. Once I retired from the job, I don't give a damn what y'all say about me behind my back because I done retired already. See that? But since they didn't retire, this is why they worried about what everybody saying about them online. But thank you very much, RT. Thank you so much. So this all this about. It's just about nothing that they actually thought, like, their whole life is documented. But somehow they thought they was going to control it. And I'm not talking about Beyonce with this. I'm just talking about as a whole. They all online. They all telling these stories. They can tell all the stories they want. But people have a whole bunch of other stories that are way more interesting. So, this was Beyonce talking to Michael Jackson as a young lady. She was very happy, very happy. Mike on the phone, on the speakerphone. Yeah, Mike on the speakerphone. So, it was cool to see her in her younger days. So, it just brought back, like I said, the MTV days. See, now, can y'all now see? MTV, TRL. This is what I spoke about. How in the days of MTV, TRL, that is the first thing that started making everybody look big, super big. But in reality, Beyonce was looking just like chriseanrock. But see, she was picked to be the favorite, and major engines got behind her. She was ChrisEanrock, y'all, back then, with talent, with more talent. But it's the same scheme, meaning you'll see Beyonce was just a regular young lady in the game, because you got to see it to see her fanning out for Mike. She was fanning out, but she was proud. A young lady made it in the game, talking to Mike. She was very happy and proud. She was feeling good. But she was young, showing you. She green, young. She ain't a star yet at all. It's coming. But understand, out of all the females in this game, the biggest machines got behind her. Is it hard to figure out? Not saying she ain't earned no spot. Not saying she ain't had no talent. Not saying none of that. But that point must be understood. That no other celebrity female had the backing she had, I'll say, since Mariah Carey retired. And y'all clearly see Mariah Carey retired. She came back out, but y'all know Mariah Carey was retired for at least 10 years. Meaning, y'all all know for a fact Mariah Carey was retired long enough to raise her children. Because remember, some retire, some don't. Some gonna work forever. Now let's go. So she, that's the guy, he's a film director. He called up Mike. He's a code word film director. He called up Mike. They on the phone. So he told Beyonce, come talk to Mike. So she was talking to Mike, y'all. So you also see how time flying. Their daughter almost her age. Now also, don't forget, get this right. This is, so when I talk about people, some people, not Beyonce them, some people got manufactured topics. Some people pay to go viral, but they're not in the algorithm. All you got to know is this is viral. This is viral. This is viral. All right, let's go. Something like that. Unreleased images from 2001. Beyonce is sitting on Mark Sheffield's lap while she talks on the phone with Michael Jackson. And you got it. She talking to Mike. Mike was happy to talk to her too. I'm so happy to talk to you. Yeah, so I don't know what was supposed to mean. I don't know how it's supposed to go down. Like, I don't know if, let me make it clear too, they was on the same label. They all was dealing with Sony. So Beyonce career is through Sony as well. Just like Mariah Carey is through Sony. Just like Michael Jackson through Sony. Because also when you were signed to Sony, you're gonna be big. No such thing as you being on Sony flopping. All right. So check this out. The producer clearly tells her, come sit on my lap. It'll be easier. That is the thing. She was talking to Mike. The guy was on the phone. You also know back in the day, well, and at this time, you see he's not on the cordless phone. So I think he was just big and lazy. He didn't want to get up. And he was basically saying it's easy if you talk on the phone. Just sit on my lap. Now, I'm also throw this at you. Allegedly, that man, he makes adult movies. He made adult movies, but he made adult movies that were men-on-men action. Get it? So reason why I'm saying that, because that's his background, man-on-man action. That's the stuff he got his money off of, film director, Hollywood. So when you heard all the stuff about Hollywood, guys, this is what I meant when I said, according to studies, all of the foul behavior in Hollywood, the main part was them 90s and early 2000s. Because you got to understand, it's wrapped in with Clyde Davis, nasty behavior. It's all of the executives. This is why I told people, if you don't get it, you got to watch if you watch all the old movies, you'll see it in it. JoJo Dancer, Richard Pryor got his deal. They start squeezing his buns. Little Richard, he get his deal. They in the office, they close the door. No, it's all in the movies, y'all. So it's everywhere. I mean, it's nothing spectacular. What I'm telling you is, it's the nasty executives, y'all. It's also in Why Do Fools Fall in Love. And they show you when Frankie Lyman got that deal, how the executive was. They were so happy to sign his young ass. Yeah, it's all in there, man. The executives were the monsters, y'all. That's where it come from. The check writers. The check writers were the monsters, and that's how it went down. So we saying that because also remember when Matthew Knowles said he made $1 million before he got it, whatever. Just know when all this going down, she under Matthew knows. Just get that part too. So all this stuff that's going on has nothing to do with Jay-Z. They allegedly were cool back then, but they wasn't together. So get that part right too. This when she was under Matthew knows. Same thing, you know, Michael Jackson. What Joe Jackson did. It is rumored that Joe Jackson will let Michael chill with executives. All right. Told you they studied the Michael Jackson formula, how to make your child a star. Let's go. So, people are disturbed with this video. So this video is controversy. Because people saying certain things. Because the man live on camera tells her, come sit on my lap. It'll be easier. He was saying, come sit on my lap. It'll be easier to talk to Mike. Even though he could have been calling up Michael Jackson for clout. You want to talk to Mike? I'll call him. So that was the only thing disturbing to me. The way she right there with that drink, and she literally put that drink down and sat on his lap. Now she talking to Mike. She was happy to talk to Mike. Trust me on that. That's what the whole thing is about. Her Michael Jackson on that phone. But see, people started critiquing that man. Like, who that man? What's up with that man? Why he say, they looking at him. So apparently, the old man that told Beyonce to come over and sit on his lap, and in the video, he proceeds, I ain't gonna repeat that. He's Hollywood P-star director. Hollywood is disgusting. So guys, check this out. Everybody with the members only. Now y'all see a couple months ago when I did the video on the P industry, and I went into how little did we know the P industry connected with the music industry, bop, and it was all as one. That's why we all raised on Pinky, Cherokee, pornos. You had your rap DVDs, you had your DVDs. See, it was all put together. They started putting video vixen, aka whores, in the videos. That was all for real. The porn industry came together with hip. They put it together, y'all, because the porn industry had to go underground, and it went underground in hip hop music. That's why hip hop music is the only culture to this day where you're gonna see porn. Wherever hip hoppers at, you're gonna see porn, huh? Where the hip hop is at, you're going to see porn, Instagram timeline X. Because porn is hip hop as well. That's why you think when you watch porn, back in the day, they had the hip hop beats in the back. Got it? It was all coded. Why? You got to prove. He's a top porn producer in Hollywood. So when I tell you Hollywood was accused of a lot, y'all heard about the casting couch. He's one of the men that run the casting couch. The code word was all of these youngsters from around the world that want to be stars. You might go to Hollywood, want to make it in a movie. It's a system. You're going to fail, but you can end up in a porn movie. It's in a lot of movies, y'all. I don't know why y'all didn't watch. It's movies on Hollywood. There's so many movies on the whole plate. It's series on Netflix. People go to Hollywood to make it, end up sucking people off. Yeah, because it don't work out. Why you think they had all that homeless situation? No. That's why I tell you, a lot of behavior been going on in there. Now, with this right here, this on Matthew Knowles' watch. And it could just be some innocent. You know what I'm saying? That dude could be like her uncle. So I'm just showing you. People feel a certain way because Hollywood already been accused of stuff, and it's people that know who that man is. So director Hollywood is disgusting. They talking about that man right there. Now, also somebody leaked this footage, strategic. I'm going to go into what I think it is, too. I'm going to go into what I think this is. Somebody's really reaching, too. In my opinion, somebody is really, really reaching. And they're using Beyonce for clout. We're going to get into it. Yeah, this is the days of MTV. I'm not even being funny. The industry is weird. And you know what? Told you guys. It ain't just about one thing. That is the game where all the sharks be at. Man, tell you about vultures. A vulture's a damn predator, y'all. That's what's all in that game. What would they call it? A culture vulture? It don't matter. It's always people looking to swoop down. It's always people looking to attack, take advantage. You see what I'm saying? What's a predator? A predator, it could be an executive always looking to put somebody in a bad deal. That's his whole kick. He loved to put people in messed up deals. Straight predator. Looking for people that's vulnerable. Looking for people to put in debt. Predator's a predator. Predator, stalker. Anybody's looking for things for the wrong reasons, and they love it. Love to ruin people. Predator, man. Or love to ruin people for their own benefits. Predator. Takers. Predators. All about them, never giving. Got it? So, yeah, there's many predators in that game. Y'all know that. It's people that want your masters. It's people that want your publishing. It's people that want your booty. It's people that want your money. They want your fam. They want everything. Y'all see it. They'll take your friends. I come in the game with my friends. Industry will take my friends from me. You see, that's how they work. They'll turn me against my dad, my mom. That's the industry. You got it? It's just weird and predatory. Now, y'all got it, right? So don't forget, she with Matthew knows on this one. Matthew could be in the room, far as we know. We don't know. But people, only thing that was disturbing is how he said, come sit on my lap. And the way she put that drink down. It is like he was using Michael Jackson to bait her. But it also could be natural. Or this could have been footage he just did dirt with on his own. We don't know. Because somebody filming it. Long story short, let's go. Because people got something to say about what? It's confirming all the allegations, man. When Diddy got the blame for everything, this is what I've been talking about. You got your proof now. If they say that Diddy learned from Clyde Davis, what is this executive doing? And he acting like he got the same behavior as Clyde and the rest of them that's alleged? All right, because we know what's up, man. The executives. Same thing when they signed Chris Brown. Same thing when they signed Usher. And the main thing is, them executives, that's my whole point. A lot of them, they're not really into ladies like that. See what I'm saying? But that's the same way you tell Usher sit on the lap. Let's go. The F, why is she sitting on that man's lap to talk to MJ? So Beyonce fans are also upset. My God. And she's so comfortable. He said she was shaking, maybe because of him. Disgusting. Let me explain something as well. When she was on his lap, she was shaking. Because he said it. Mike, she's shaking right now. Because he was saying she's so nervous to talk to Mike. But people also saying, was she nervous because she talking to Mike? Or was she nervous because that man asked her to sit on the lap? What else I tell you about this game? Didn't I tell you in this game, they can't say no to certain people? They can't say no. This is what I was telling you. They can't say no to certain people. When you young, meaning you ain't got no power, no clout, and these men got the millions of power, this before the multi-millions, this before the power. You see, didn't I tell you it's something with them executives, they can do whatever they want? Told you that's how it works. You can't say no. How you going to say no? Either you want your career or you going to say, which one you want? This how it works. They showing you the game. But this what all of them had to go through one way or another. One way or another. Because it's the executive that like you to give you the money. Now, I'm not saying that with her and this guy. I'm using this guy to give you an example of how they get down. When you hear allegations on who? Russell Simmons. When I told you that certain rappers and certain entertainers can't tell you their humble beginnings because this is how it started. When you come out of nowhere, you got all this talent, but then this rapper, he gets a deal and these rappers don't. This rapper is in favor. Those, they not. No, because some rappers sit on laps. Some celebrities sit on laps. Not saying that's what Beyonce doing with him. He could have been a friend of the family. But I'm just saying, he is the example of the casting couch and the Hollywood behavior. It's right here. And like I say, all this stuff, national public news. I don't make stuff up. I don't reach. Meaning, somebody redropped this content. Somebody redropped this. Meaning, the mail dropped it, but somebody had to give it to them. Somebody had to authorize this being dropped. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening. This is an industry move. That's all you got to know. This move was by the industry, period. All right, so let's go. Unreleased images from 2001. Beyonce is sitting on Mark Schaefel's lap while she talks on the phone with Michael Jackson. The producer clearly tells her, come sit on my lap. It'll be easier. Also could be because this lazy ass ain't want to get up. He ain't want to get up. You see what I'm saying? You can't FAT shame like that. So that's why I ain't slander his ass. It could also been because his ass just lazy and want to get up. Because you see, it's a phone that's not cordless. That's old school. Mic on the phone. Which means that's a very highly important phone call. Y'all know that. So that's also his way of being slick. Come sit on my lap real quick. Here you go. It's easier. Basically, he don't feel like getting up. So I say go a lot of ways. He could be a perv. He also could be a perv, don't feel like getting up. Or he could just be a man. Beyonce like his little niece. Or he's just a fat, lazy dude that want to get up. Come sit on my lap real quick. It'll be easier. But the whole time, she just worried about Mike. She just talking to Mike. Mike on that speaker. That's all she was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see that she was young and green. Young and green. Just like Lil Blue. Just happy to be there. Happy to be, you know what I'm saying? She was happy. So she was starstruck by Mike. Starstruck. That's all it was. And it just made it look like these dudes in there taking advantage of her. Being slick. So apparently the old man that told Beyonce to come over and sit on his lap, and in the video, he proceeds to rub her outer. He's Hollywood director. He's disgusting. All right, y'all. Like they say on YouTube, they clown ass. No, fool. This is breaking news. This breaking news, idiots. Yeah. Yo, y'all, I'm going to be honest. I ain't even going to say nothing, man. Carry on. Carry on, y'all. Carry on. Hey, yo, y'all, check it out. Did I tell you they funny as hell? Not everybody. Shout out to the people that have the real coverage of the Pop trial, but y'all don't know how funny it looks. When you come on YouTube at a certain time and you see everybody and their mother streaming Tupac live, I say, God damn. God damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Everybody streaming Tupac live in court? Serious? Everybody? I see everybody at one time. 1, 2, 3. They don't know how they look on YouTube. They don't know how they look. When I'm acting like a fan on YouTube, I'm like, God damn, everybody's streaming Tupac live court case. Like, duh, do they think like people don't have a TV? You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the live TV, meaning it's on one screen. Then I'm scrolling YouTube, everybody covering the same thing I'm watching on live. I'm watching the live feed. And I'm watching everybody stream the live feed on YouTube. But I also noticed something. That's why I gave a shout out. Some people on YouTube do have the exact live stream as the television. And I was kind of shocked, but it was for real. Because when I was watching NBC, it was a YouTuber streaming. It was exactly the same time. Meaning they had a live feed from that courtroom. Yeah, so if some YouTubers got the Connect live feed. Like y'all know when y'all watch Law and Crime, yeah. I'll say this: Vlad had the real feed. He had a real feed, like a real media feed. And Vlad, his media was 1,000% with the live stream I was watching on NBC. So I know Vlad got a professional stream because he got his, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing no restream. But everybody else, it was sad. I'm not talking about anybody that been talking about Pop. I ain't talking about nobody like that. But I'm saying, to see everybody live streaming that court shit at the same time, it looks weird. That's all I'm going to say, y'all. Especially those who ain't been talking about it. It just look weird. It looks weird, y'all. It look like y'all all need views, man. It just does. But that's y'all business. That's y'all business. I just want to let y'all know I am a consumer, y'all. So I saw everybody streaming the same thing. It was horrible and sad. Let's go. But I'm saying that because this is breaking news. Here goes something for y'all to copy for today. All right? So let's go. I've always suspected there was something off about her. That whole untouchable queen image has always felt manufactured, as now old footage resurfacing showing her sitting on the weird adult content director's lap while he's all over her arm. Long story short, people starting to think like this ain't nothing new, y'all. Like, they've been fighting to cover this up. This been out the bag. Like, people have certain favors and help. Like I said, you got all these executives behind you. Of course you're going to blow up. But see, what also Beyonce got to understand, on the back end, there's a lot of people tied into her career. And this guy right here, by him dropping that footage, he's showing he's tied into her career. Because he's a dirty dude. Somebody put this out to be funny, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what I assume. Because I'm going to just tell you what I assume. They doing dirty moves, y'all. They doing dirty moves. I'm going to say somebody try to do Beyonce dirty with this. That's what I'm going to say. For a lot of different reasons. I think this was a shot at her queen persona. Because it's a reference point that she had help. She got certain help. But see, now we're going to go somewhere with it because I'm going to show y'all how I think somebody playing around with them. Because somebody had to okay that footage. That was that man's footage. That footage got to the news. It gets released. Before they come into the UK. This was dropped in the UK. Why? Remember also when I said the media here in y'all department is controlled? So that's why the real media comes out from other places. See Memphis Bleak, the messenger? So part of this is they had help from executives. That's one thing. But I'm going to go into my opinion what I think. I think somebody made this call. Let's go. Young Miami says she's coming like Beyonce for her next tour. Young Miami is still fantasizing. What y'all better get clear too. You will see it was over 20 years. Beyonce was the face of excellence. Beyonce was the woman that all women want to be. Beyonce was the face of women's success, top-notch money and power. And yes, generations have been inspired to be like Beyonce. But they never understood you could be like Beyonce, you could be better than Beyonce, you could be your own person. And one thing y'all never understood, Beyonce got a lot of help from this industry. She was favored by all the execs. Let's look at executives. Quincy Jones, L.A. Reid, Russell Simmons. She cool with everybody. Everybody liked her. Then her dad, her mom. They was in Hollywood first. She was on Star Search. Star Search. But you're going to see, she had a lot of help. And a lot of people believed in her. But see, the whole thing is, a lot of people would have been in the same light if they had the stuff she had. But I will say this. She did have talent. He sure did rub her. I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm going to leave that alone. Because, y'all, we about to go somewhere. Somebody set this up, man. Jayz is on Beyonce. Jay-Z on Beyonce sitting on producer's lap. What they got to do with me? Her body, her choice. I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm not saying he said that. I'm going to say he didn't say that. But I'm just showing you what the talk is. He ain't got nothing to do with it because he wasn't with her then. He wasn't even with her. He wasn't with her back then. All right, let's go. So here you got it. Daily Mail discovered a video. Discovered? Or was it given to y'all? Beyonce when she was 19. Bouncing in music producer's lap to discuss Michael Jackson feature. The same producer was fired by Michael 5 years later for secretly directing adult films. That's cap. But somebody told on themselves, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what I think this about. Just for the fact they threw it in here, Michael Jackson fired him 5 years later after he found out he was secretly filming. Man, stop. I'm going to tell y'all what this is about, in my opinion. This whole thing is about Michael. Why? The movie Michael just got released on Stars. So I'm going to say somebody is using this clip, making it like it's about Michael and Beyonce, but it's a double standard. In my opinion, This video is being used to bring controversy for people to watch the movie Michael, and also to throw Beyonce under the bus. And to try to make her look less than Michael. That's part of it too. Like, part of this is trying to show the greatness of how powerful Mike was over Beyonce, to show y'all, like, Beyonce wasn't that, she's not a star like Mike. Meaning she ain't a star like, you see what I'm saying? This video is to illustrate power. Like I said, I ain't stupid. Because it was showing how Mike was just on the phone. And this is how she acted. Now imagine he in person. So that was somebody's way of trying to show, like, yeah, Beyonce, you queen now, but. And at the same time, Michael just got released on Stars. Get it? So it's this is a slick campaign of multiple things. But it's really promoting Michael. It's to promote Michael Jackson while throwing Beyonce under the bus. That's what this is about, y'all. Why? That movie, Michael, needs promotion. Why? Well, when you got a movie and a person not alive, you need something to promote it. And like I say, it's not a mistake. Because this was trending. And the conversation is based on Beyonce talking to Michael Jackson. Really? So I'll tell you, it's twisted. Michael Jackson is the key subject, at the same time using Beyonce to give the topic steam and traction. Got it? At the same time, throw her under the bus. At the same time, expose Hollywood for its filth. And trying to show that Beyonce was not just sitting in anybody's lap. They're also trying to show her affiliations. So like I say, this was industry. This comes from inside. Unreleased images from 2001. So how the hell we just seeing this 25 years later? No, because they didn't want us to see it. This is what I meant. All they doing online is trying to cover up their past tracks, but they don't get their fingerprints are all online, whether they like it or not. Or their secrets remain with industry insiders. These are the things I've been telling y'all. In the end, certain people are not going to go out broke. So guess what? This man could have sold the footage because it's worth money. He could have sold it. But those are the things going to be happening. See? Old news media people got old footage, selling it. Don't be surprised. I keep telling y'all, it ain't happened yet. Don't be surprised when it start being a wave of a lot of sex tapes. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me. Trust me. Because people in this game that got certain things, as they go broke and they run out of stuff to pawn, I do got some video. Because that film, a lot of film and footage is worth money. It just is. It is. So I'm not stupid. This footage wasn't given away. Ha 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 ha. I gotta dumb down this YouTube, y'all. But I'm gonna still throw it at you. If you look at the production stamp, that man just put this out. See it say 2026? He had the files. That's the guy named who lapped she on that owned the company. That's his footage. But you will see he did what? He stamped his recent productions on it, which means he what? Sold it. So she can have beef with him. Ain't no telling what they got. I don't know. But he's the one that put it out. He's the one that, I ain't gonna say he put it out. He's the one, it's his footage. And mysteriously, it got to Daily Mail, and not just them. The Sun. No, y'all, I told you this national news. You guys in one department is very small. Very small. Y'all one department. Remember on cable, you had to go through all them channels first to find y'all channel. That's how far off y'all are. That's right. Yo, so guess what? This already went around already. Public information. Public newscasts. But see, y'all wasn't young back then. So you didn't know Beyonce was looking just like chriseanrock. Just with more talent. And maybe that's why chriseanrock got inspired last week when she said, Blueface, we could be big like Jayz and Beyonce one day. Maybe she saw that picture and say, damn, Beyonce looking just like me. Yeah. Because this is what I meant. I didn't look at Beyonce like that back in the day. Why? I looked at her as young. Even though I'm not real older than her. Like, I'm just saying, I was an older woman. So Beyonce looked young, but Tyra Banks and them looked like grown. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Tyra Banks age limit, like stuff like that. Like they was grown woman. But that's what I meant by she was a young girl to me. So when I was young, I was in an older woman. And when you guys look now, Kamara Lee, Tyra Banks, Naomi Campbell, all these women older, Gloria Velez, thick, grown ass, grown woman, y'all. See, it was a difference. Back then, she was looking like a little girl. Because Destiny Child was like a girl pop group. Why? You had NSYNC, right? NSYNC, those were boy bands. She was in the little girl band. So I ain't never look at them like that. Can you pay my bill? I looked, they wasn't talking to me. I didn't look at them like that. But I always looked at it like, why you think even J-Lo, they were little girls compared to J-Lo, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted y'all to see. At this time right here, J-Lo was with goddamn Diddy. This 2001. Or before that, grown woman. It was grown woman around. She was a young girl compared to them. She was of age. But you see, mentally, because this is what I meant, y'all. That's what you can see in this video. You can see, I'm just being real. Like, they say she 19, but she was acting very childish in that. Well, I'm going to just say maybe it was just the power of Michael Jackson. Because she was acting very young and naive, y'all, to be 19. But her being young and naive is showing you that she had a lot of help as well. And she was looked at as a young lady. She wasn't on Mary J. Blige level. Even Lil Kim and them, they're grown women, y'all. You see what I'm saying? She was like a young girl that was naive. That's why I'm telling you. It's in the video. Like, even when she sat on his lap, it could have just been not paying no mind, like just naive. She think about talking to Michael Jackson. She ain't think about all that. Because he had Mike on the phone, was just like, come talk to him. And she just acted off instinct. She like, she didn't even think. She put that drink down. When he said, come talk to Mike, she put that drink down so quick. So like I say, that's really called being green or vulnerable, not paying attention. You see? Because even though he said sit on my lap, she could have still rebelled, stood right there and just took the phone. But I think she was just green and naive, y'all. It's in here. It's in the video. She was just naive and young, green. And that's what made me think. They say 1'9". Don't mean she was 1'9". Got it? Could flip that 9 upside down. And once again, Jay-Z was not with her at this time. This was under Matthew Knowles. So Hov ain't in this. Hov has nothing to do with this. All right? But far as we know, we don't know. Matthew and Tina could be in the same room or they could be right there. We don't know. So I'm just saying, right? No, when you favorite in this game, you're going to be big, like I said. When you favorite, bottom executives. So now y'all see all the conversations we had. It's the executives that run the show. It's the executives that make them rich. They the ones make them star. If they say they're going to be a star, they're going to be a star. If they say their career over, their career is over. That's how it works. All right? If that executive is not fond of you, you got it now. You also got what? It's certain looks they like. But it's based off favoritism. Now, this is separated career. This is how easy it is. That man asks you to sit on his lap. You say no, your career over. See? That's what it comes down to. Oh, you trying to act like you all that? Oh, you trying to be funny? You over there. That's how it works. So that's why I say in reality, they can't say no. Because you rubbed the wrong man the wrong way at that time when your money not up, and that man got power. Don't forget Harvey Weinstein. They know each other. Harvey Weinstein and that man know each other. This is what I told you. Harvey and Diddy, they a scapegoat for many men in that game. Many men. Diddy went down for all the stuff them men did. Yes, he did. Because remember, even he had to be taught. That means they were doing it before him. But nobody else gonna get in trouble. This is all the stuff I've been telling you. Now you can see it. Ain't no, how many times I gotta tell you ain't no more secrets? Ain't no secrets. At this, ain't no secret. It's only cover-ups. All right? That's all it is. The treasure chest sitting right there. They just covered up with leaves and put it in the ground a little bit. It's right there. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? The same way I told you, it's not a mistake. They all online. Memphis Bleak. See Memphis Bleak right there? Got the messages online, national spokesman, public defenders. The whole family online. Why? They not making no money. They don't got nothing relevant. No, they online to control narratives. They online because they thought they was going to control the algorithm. See, but my homeboy Elon had a trick for all of their ass. That's right. My homeboy Elon and them, they had a nice trick. No more fake views. No more controlling the algorithm. No more buying platforms. No more paying to go viral. It must be organic. What's organically viral? This video. this video. Around the world, Johnny. Around the world, Johnny. Let's go. Now, I'm going to say it again, y'all. I think these people behind it. I don't care what nobody say. I think somebody wanted to use this footage. For what? For what? To promote this movie being on Stars. They told on themselves. Let me show you how it go down. This man really cool with Michael Jackson. See? It's getting flipped to Beyonce, but this man really cool with Michael. He really cool with Michael. He really cool with Michael. What is he? A GAY film director. What they say Michael like? Tony said about Beyonce. Somebody trying to set her up. This about Mike. How I know? Because they made a point to say Michael Jackson fired him 5 years after he found out. Man, stop. Stop. Michael always, if that's the case, Michael always knew what he did. How the hell you just finding out what somebody do 5 years? No, that was called damage control. Because remember, the people that got access to Michael Jackson's situation, they trying to capitalize. And it's Jermaine. All right? Trust me, y'all. It's clear as day what happened. They try to use this to promote the film. Why? It's not in movies no more. Meaning, you go watch it on Stars. They promoting it for Stars. That's why the video's about Mike. That's why that's Mike's friend. And to promote the video, you ask that man, can you get the footage back? You got it? Bingo. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Told you they think people stupid. Now, let me show you something. If I didn't do this video, a lot of y'all probably wouldn't even know that this movie dropped on Stars. You can watch it. But how you know now? Because of promotion. What made me talk about it? This right here. I'm like, Michael Jackson talking to Beyonce. But to see, I told you, it's always layered. The whole thing to this whole story is that man is really Michael Jackson's friend. That's why he said, I'm going to call Mike for you real quick. He called him. He put him on the phone. See? It was him. That's Michael Jackson, homeboy. And we don't know how long they've been cool. Keyword, he makes male movies. He makes male movies. So all Mike ever had to do was, hey, you got any of those films? I like that one right there. Told you they had a whole system. Rich money, rich money. You think he making money off film? Whole time he bringing actors to Mike House getting money. It's all the stories in here. And always remember, it ain't about what Michael Jackson did. It's about what he didn't get caught for. Y'all always talk about, he innocent. Man, meanwhile, they might get charged for some stuff they didn't do and get away with the stuff they did. That's Michael Jackson's friend. Let me see them talk their way out of that one. What else? They're using this to promote the goddamn Michael Jackson movie at the expense of Beyonce. Get it? Let's go. Now let me show you something else. Some of y'all probably didn't know. This is why I tell you, when you're one-dimensional in race, you don't know nothing. How many of y'all knew Michael Jackson's daughter her career had started? How many of y'all know her career had started? Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris, underwent electroconvulsive therapy. People on this channel, you know what's up. We're going to leave it at that. Same reason why they got tattoos in the same place. Them tattoos going to be the same place them headphones at. High IQ, you get it clear. Thank you very much, Danny. Thank y'all for the super chats, the cash apps, the members, everything, the jewels. Yeah, y'all. So, I know y'all didn't know that. Anybody that's racist, I know for a fact you ain't even know Michael Jackson's daughter career been going on. You ain't even know, did you? Yup, they got her. She's in the game. Is the plan to make her bigger than Beyonce? Who knows? All you got to know is they got Mike's daughter. She's money. Now, I don't know about her talents, but that's Michael Jackson's daughter, y'all. Also, what's the joke in it? Well, that's Michael Jackson's daughter. So allegedly, she's two different races, right? All right. Let's go. Let me show you what else being posted. This is very disturbing. This, you know what make it disturbing? I don't know if it's an AI video or not. I don't know if it's an AI video or not. And I'm going to just leave it at that. But the way these people work, the whole time it could be real. You ain't going to know. You ain't going to know. Showing you all the things going on. It's also a reason why they sold Kobe's old team. It looked to me like a lot of people are on the run. What else a sidebar? Kobe Bryant was also signed to Columbia Records, Sony. Did you know Kobe Bryant was signed to the same label as Beyonce and Michael Jackson too? Everybody forgets Kobe Bryant was supposed to drop a rap album. It never came out, but yeah, I know he was around Beyonce and them back in the day. Destiny Child, all of them. They were all together. Y'all just say Kobe and Brandy? No, it was Kobe, Brandy, Beyonce and them too. Why? They were all the young stars of Los Angeles. But let's go to y'all uncle. Uncle Busta Bus. Busta is out, y'all. Busta is out. Busta is out. No more hiding. Now, it's not a coincidence. When he was at Yankee Stadium, he did the same thing with Jim Jones. And that same man was right there with him. Because I don't forget a face. The fact that they're going out their way to stay young is sickening. The fact that I told you they don't know how to grow older with grace and elegance. They don't know how to be grown men, y'all. This is what I mean, weirdos. When you're over 50 and you want to make your head look like it's perfectly black like that, not realizing you're making a fool of yourself. Not smart enough to just leave a few gray hairs on the side, something. It looks like you're trying to look 20. You're trying to look 25. For what? There's a lot of things we know about Busta and them. Busta love hip-hop. Hip-hop culture is a culture where you could be a grown-ass man and always hang around people younger than you. You could be 58, hang around people 30, 35, 28. You can hang around people 41, even 18 if you want, 19. That's hip-hop. That's Busta Rhymes. He wants to hang around forever. Even though at the Thanksgiving Day parade, he was messing up doing verses, he was running out of breath. Even though he want to still drop music, he don't want to go away. Even though I've been seeing Busta Rhymes since I was, goddamn it, in the 10th grade, he still won't go away. So now he's showing you who he is. Because these are the things I spoke about in this hip-hop culture. Whoever they are or were, being that they older is showing now. And they can't hide it. It's nothing they're going to do. They got a track record. Their whole life is documented online. And the sad part is, it's not sad. It's their preference. Who cares? We have a long track record of them with no woman. We also have stories of them woman bashing. We have stories of them putting hands on women. We have stories of them doing everything opposite. And we see them doing everything the hip-hop fans do. What men get accused of? Domestic violence. How many entertainers went to jail for domestic violence? How many entertainers got domestic violence allegations on them? How many entertainers are accused of certain nasty behavior? How many people in the street are accused? Why is there so many red dots in our neighborhood if you look online? And you can assume most of them are hip-hop fans. So that whole saying hip-hop freaks is for real. Busta Rhymes is just showing his true colors, y'all. Now, y'all know he did the same thing with Jim Jones. He's acting very creepy, y'all. Now, this is my whole point. This is what I'm going to show you why it's meant to. What in Busta Rhymes' head What does he think in his head? When he called himself going to the studio, dropping music, walking around, what does he call it? What? See? This is why, man, y'all, I'm not against nobody. I'm just saying, all this stuff look weird to me. They're not relevant. They're not popping. They're not even amongst their peers. They're not even amongst their peers. What is this about? No, it's called Me and My People Assume Busta Rhymes was zesty back when they were doing Pastor Gavassier dancing naked in robes, him, Diddy, and Pharrell. I knew before that we assumed when me and my homies seen Busta Rhymes wearing tight-ass silk shirts back in the day, see-through neck shirts. We always assume that. All you gotta do is look at that old stuff. It's just that he older now, and the tough guy persona's gone. The 10 chains, like, well, those are distractions. No more 10 chains, no more acting tough. It's gone. One thing the rappers all mastered was acting tough. They mastered that. But you seen what? No, this go for all rappers and entertainers. Don't get it twisted. They all act tough, but the fact is we have no proof they can fight. They master acting tough. Why? They always got security around. They always got undercover police. That's why they act tough. But when we heard the rumors in Brooklyn about how many times Busta Rhymes got robbed, Ben knew he wasn't tough. He was considered a walking lick. No, you better get it right. Busta Rhymes the same way. Busta Rhymes, none of them can fight, y'all. None of them can fight. Guys, they've been walking around with bodyguards since the 80s. Huh? They've been walking around with bodyguards, entourages since the 90s. The entourage was because they were scared. That's why when they ain't with the entourage, they don't got the same energy. No, y'all, they all punks. None of them can fight. None of them can fight. You got it? They ain't gonna put on gloves, but they gonna act hard. They all act hard and tough, but they not. You gotta act tough to sell hip-hop records. Gangster rap. So they all went through their phase acting tough. When Busta Rhymes first came out, his ass never act tough. But after Wu-Tang, everybody start acting tough. They ain't never act tough. Busta Rhymes, you ain't never gonna trick me to ever make me think you and Q-Tip ain't the same. All right? You and Q-Tip were hand in hand. But you know how to reinvent yourself throughout the eras. But now, y'all, Busta Rhymes ain't hiding nothing no more, y'all. He ain't hiding. What else we spoke about? What they got to do to get money now. That's right. They know what they got to do to get money. Busta Rhymes know who his fans is. Why you think he goes to the parades? He know who his fans is. Why you think recently he gave a concert in San Francisco? He gonna get his money, but you better get it right. You see Busta Rhymes hair? This you old heads. Not only is Busta Rhymes dyeing his hair, he's also dyeing his eyebrows. For what? Even though they don't know, back in the day when we were young, we looked at men that dyed their hair with jerry curls. We looked at them all as zesty. Damn right, we were young. You got to dye your hair, sir. That means you fruity. We knew that young. You got a slick back with dye. We ain't trust you. A slick back hairstyle with dye. Nah, that meant zesty. He even got the zesty man mustache. Fool looking like my Uncle Carl. All right? I mean, that's just what he look like. My Uncle Carl used to come visit my mother and them, and they drink beers. He had the same mustache. Only difference is Carl had a damn jerry curl. Same mustache. We knew when we were young, those suspect mustaches. Why? How we knew that? Because never man had that kind of mustache. He'd be hissing when he talked. We always knew that. No, it's called Busta Rhymes older, and it's just showing now. Everybody forget what about Busta Rhymes? He also was down with Zulu Nation. That's why you're going to see all the rappers ain't start coming online too. After Bambaataa got in trouble. He also a member of so that's why I say, Busta, and some of them in your face, they're affiliated with Africa Bambaataa, their beginnings, and the end of their career with Diddy. Two people that are known. How the hell are y'all so slow? Well, they've been around Bambaataa and Diddy. Because that's who they are. I'm not saying that for no reason. I'm saying it because Busta Rhymes do it to himself. This is who Busta Rhymes is now, y'all. But they saying something is up with Busta Rhymes. That's why for the million times I told them, old heads, y'all on YouTube. But on every other app, y'all getting smoked out. When I tell the old heads, y'all can come together have interviews all day, interview each other, sit on each other's platform, talk about back in the day all you want. But I already told you, the real news and tea and all the good shit on y'all, it's on every other app. And they going in on all y'all. Going in. Something is up with Busta Rhymes because this how it's working. On YouTube, right? That's where they feel like they're real fans at, that love them. But the new generation, they on TikTok. The new generation is learning who they really are. The new generation is getting to see them in the end and not in their glory as clowns. So I always tell you, it's to the new generation, the most entertainment stuff is the things they've been doing that been hidden that are now public. You got it. Something is up with Busta Rhymes. No, ain't nothing up with him. He's just out right now. And y'all don't want to accept it. That's all it is. This ain't a joking matter. That guy actually look like Diddy. You'll see he ain't doing that by mistake. He's like about to damn near lick Busta Rhymes' ear. You seen a woman squeeze Busta Rhymes' butt. You seen Busta Rhymes throw ice water on her face. That man on Busta Rhymes ain't swing throw one punch. Then I tell you the spirit of Diddy is in a lot of men. No, it's a hip-hop spirit. Hip-hop make you want to hop on booty. See it right here? All right. No, ain't nothing up with Busta Rhymes. That's who he is. That's who a lot of y'all are. They just been hiding it. That's right. All those cosmetics, after a while, y'all get groomed, see? Y'all be putting on makeup, trying to stay young. Huh? When they going live on camera, they got on makeup, false teeth, false hair, still try to act like they lit. Now, you see what damedash said about Cameron teeth? Yeah, because he know what's up. They still want to be lit. Fake hair, fake teeth. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Y'all supposed to be executives behind the desk. Y'all supposed to be check writers. Y'all supposed to be putting people on. Y'all supposed to be dropping films. Y'all supposed to have companies. None of y'all was on chameleonaire level. No, y'all wanted the fame. The New York rappers wanted the fame forever. And as long as I can keep down my head to get this clout, that's what I'm going to do. Never going to declare retirement. That's why in CB4, it showed all the rappers in the nursing home. Because they're going to be rappers to the day they die, y'all. So here you got it, y'all. Let's move on. Get it right. Something is up with Busta Rhymes. Ain't nothing up with Busta Rhymes. Respect Busta Rhymes for coming out the closet and showing his true colors. Because the last footage we've been seeing on Busta Rhymes, it's just been what it is, suspect. And don't forget, he was doing this to Jim Jones. After Jim Jones was that fashion show with pink shirts. No, because they understand one thing. What I always tell you, they all on YouTube did not say they understand. The real ones know. If they don't do zesty behavior, they ain't getting no checks, brother. Meaning, they know straight men, they know people like me ain't buying it. Females, you ever heard a lady talking about she buying a Busta Rhymes album? Nope. But it's certain men that like Busta Rhymes. Get it? That's what they make music for. I'll give you another clue. It's certain people they making music for now. That's it. Hip-hop and R&B. All right? Now, word is Busta Rhymes, I don't know if he used this product or not. But I told you, the joke is this where y'all at now. This all represent y'all has-beens. God damn it, what y'all don't get. This is why I fight any one of y'all. I got elders in my family didn't use dye like that. This man been using more dye than my goddamn stepdad. He been using more dye than my grandfather. He been using more dye than people in their 60s. That's what you don't get with these rappers. And what makes it so worse, the rappers don't know how to put the dye on properly. That's what make it worse. You see what I'm saying? That's what make it worse. See, the real unks know how to put it on the right way, man. They don't know how to put it on. They put it too much. That's why I be joking with the shoe polish. They don't know how to put it on because they trying to look too young. You see? They trying to look too young. That's why he looked like a clown. And he looked like a fruity man. You see Busta Rhymes' teeth? No, y'all. Hip-hop culture is dye and dentures. That's what it is. Accept it. Dye and dentures. Because they don't want to grow up. No, they ain't unks. Get it right, damn it. They grandfathers. Shannon Sharp is a grandfather. He ain't a damn unk. He's a granddad. Get it right. Unks be in their 40s. Granddads, goddamn it, 50 and up. Get your mind right, fellas. Get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Unks in their 50s and 60s. Unks in their 40s, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's an unc. Your uncle, no, man in fit, no. That's granddad. Let's go. Hip-hop culture is old. Old heads. Joe Budden wants Drake to drop a Jay-Z diss track. Let's say it again. Joe Budden wants Drake to drop a Jay-Z diss track. Why? So you have something to talk about, Joe? So you have controversy? Sorry. Why? Why? So you can give Jay-Z some light? Hey, Joe Budden, who needs a diss track right now? Is it Drake or Jay-Z? Hey, Joe Budden, who really needs the attention? Is it Drake or Jay-Z? So why does Drake have to drop a diss track? Didn't I tell you, pickleheads? In this game now, you only going to be respected off real talent. You pickleheads from the tri-state love pickles, and you always think it's about sword fights. That's why you guys always talking about beef, because you don't got talent. But you got a lot of sausages. By the way, Joe, 2 days. No reactions, no likes, no comments. Let's say it again, Joe, so you get it clear. Joe Budden wants Drake to drop a Jay-Z diss track. Surprisingly, nobody else cares, Joe, but you. And like I said, every week, they shall continue to say Jay-Z's name. Nobody cares, Joe. Sorry, guys, you washed up without beef. Sorry to tell you. Y'all have been exposed for not having no talent. This ain't about Beyonce. Now you think of rappers. Most of these rappers been through the same procedure. That's why they got careers. They've been favored by executives. Hey, who lap did y'all sit on? What executive behind you? That's Jermaine Dupri right there on L.A. Reid lap. Same thing. Y'all are nobody without the check writers. How we know that? Since the game been over, they couldn't prove it. Since Diddy went to jail, they couldn't prove it. They ain't nothing without the check writers. That's why to this day they ass sitting on revolts. And sitting in what? Rock Nation contracts. Because they can't get money. They can't get the money without Mr. Hove. But I'm showing you, no, the world campaign is still going on every day. I just don't participate in it. DMX on Loser in Award for not recording the 16-bar verse to support Jay-Z in 2002. They wanted me to be a hype man. So you'll see clearly all the videos are resurfacing the DMX. All the videos of him ranting, and it's not about him ranting. People going back to the stuff he was ranting about. The stuff he was saying. What'd he say? I ain't with that funny stuff. What'd he say? Didn't DMX say something about them executives? All right, then. We're going to leave it at that. All right? Rappers, y'all ready to start boxing yet? All right. What they say? They looking like Larry Holmes, flabby and sick. Who Pop talking about? These rappers now looking like what? They looking flabby and sick. Oh, yeah, the word is some of them are sick. Word is some of them do got that stuff. That's the word on some of them. Like I say, man, they've been doing stuff for a long time. I'll give a hint to you. Back in the days, didn't a lot of artists die from that stuff? What's the word they tell you? A lot of them in the end talk about they got cancer. They talk about they got this, that, and the third. They say, nah, a lot of them be going out from that stuff. And then they put it in the media as something else. No, y'all, let's move on. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. Top of the top. Top of the top. What's up, Sandra D? What's up, Nikki? What's up, X? Sound of Music. What's up, Fatima? What's up, Yvonne? So let's go. They have added more dates to the tour. They also are working Usher and Chris Brown to death. They've been on tour the whole summer, and they're going to go on some more tours. But I don't know who's going. But this is my point of what I want to show y'all once again. How they all need each other to stick together. They're also going to be doing shows. Look, they got them working to death. They added a Baltimore show. They added Atlanta. They added Los Angeles and Miami. Him and Chris Brown have been working their ass off. I'm going to say this their last dance. Now, let's move to show you what I've been telling you. You see what I mean by they all need each other to sustain? They're nothing but a big family. Do you see Usher with his shoe polish in his head? All right. We're going to start calling them Shoe Polish Gang, SPG. Usher tells Fat Joe and Jadakiss the exact moment he knew he became a superstar. That's what I mean, y'all. These old washed up stories. You're going to see Usher. You're going to tell us when you knew you was a superstar, but you ain't going to tell us how you became a superstar. You ain't going to tell us how you became a superstar. That's the difference, Usher. But nobody cares. Like I said, they're only using these platforms to keep each other relevant, keep their storylines going, but it's making a lot of us very bored. So once again, can you see how they've been crashing this internet, trying to stay relevant, because they're not on TV no more. No such thing as 106 in Park. No such thing as BT. No such thing as MTV. Nobody else wanted to do with them. So they thought they were going to turn YouTube into BT, but nobody cares. Why? Let me show you what's really happening. Same video. In one whole day. In a video under 10 minutes. This video didn't even do 10,000 views. Mind you, it's a show with 3 famous people. Fat Joe was famous, Jadakiss was famous, Usher famous. All 3 of them, one platform, one interview, not even 10,000 views. But I told y'all before, I have a special TV that show me they goddamn views for real. So, like I said, how do one day people get 100,000, 400,000, 200,000, 250,000? Then one day they can't even get 10,000 views. No, this called Usher them need traction. They help each other. Usher and Chris Brown failing on tour. Jada and Joe is failing. They need content. So didn't I tell you when it end, they sorry ass just gonna be stuck with each other, interviewing each other, watching each other, talking to each other. Told you, man, they always gonna expose themselves. Why? The frequency their brain runs off is the only frequency they know, y'all. They are so deeply rooted in Hollywood behavior, industry people, that's all they know. But they don't want to accept it. Their industry is shut down. See, they from the old school industry warehouse, new industry warehouse like Amazon. They from the industry that's still punching clocks. Guys, they out of here. And the only reason why I'm like this is because I feel like they literally made all the new generations disappear. Now, I swear to y'all, if all the generations were still here, I would respect them as the elders. But no, it's a cheat code. They made it where they was going to be the end in all of this game and the elders. So they want to be the elders and the young people at the same goddamn time. All right? They want to be the elders and the young men at the same time. Told you, man. Hip-hop, black entertainment is a life you never grow up. And look, guys, rappers that rap that made albums are interviewing singers that made albums. And in their mind, it's entertainment. In their mind, it's entertainment. That's what they think. But it ain't about that. No, it's called greed. It's called they need the money. But really, they need the camera. Because the camera keeps the dream going. The camera keeps their image going like they still winning, but they not. They are even showing you they can't even pay for new talent. They don't pay nobody. They're not giving no real interviews. So I'm going to say it again. Did YouTube get better when they came or did it get worse? If they were retired, they would not be worried about public opinion. But the fact they're worried about public opinion is why I don't even watch them. So you got it on YouTube, under 10,000 views. Fat Joe and Jada. Everybody's unfiltered. See why everybody uses the word unfiltered? Unfiltered, unfiltered, unfiltered. I'm unfiltered. I'm the one that talk reckless on here. I'm the one that got struck over 10 times on this bitch. Y'all filtered. Ain't none of y'all unfiltered. Because none of y'all can't talk. None of y'all can't tell the truth. Y'all all are scripted. It's okay, man. So you can't even yell like me. I'm unfiltered. I'm in the dirt, goddammit. Y'all not. Let's go. What was I joking on Match B? He ain't leave New York yet. What I've been joking about Match B? He's stuck in New York. He ain't do nothing since he been home. What would he do? Let me show you how Match B is slow now. Guys, Match B is showing us a passport with pride. Americans, pull up, pay attention. This guy is happy he got a passport. He's showing off a passport like that's something special. Now, I get it. He was a felon. He can travel. He got a passport. No, he's flexing the passport like, I'm about to get this money. I got this passport. I'm about to... Bro, they got you looking like a straight clown, Max B. They got you looking slow, sir. He's showing a passport. Why am I saying that? Y'all know I've been saying that Max B been stuck in New York since he been out. He been stuck. He's stuck in New York. He's stuck, y'all. So I think they made him get a passport to feel better. He is online with a passport. No, rappers use the passport. They don't show it. Don't show me no passport. Show me you on the goddamn airplane, fool. It's Max B, you getting played, bro. You still stuck in New York? Let me find out you was stuck in New York the whole summer. Let me find out you only leave New York when friends pick you up. No, Max, you going out bad. No, y'all. I told you New York gonna make you a clown in the end. Guys, he's showing a passport like a big-ass kid. Talking smoke. You know what he called himself? Content daddy. The content daddy, you know what I'm saying? Max B is delusional. He's still on New York streets talking New York street slang like it means something. Bro, you stuck in New York, bro. You're stuck. You're stuck. You ain't been in no island yet. Bro, a passport ain't an accomplishment. Sorry. I got one. I don't care about a passport. To you it is. The reason why I say that because he think in his mind that passport mean he about to go get some money. Only way you're going to get money is if you with French Montana. So when French and Rick Ross call you, yeah, but Max B, you stuck in New York City, sir. You ain't never getting out. And you ain't going to never have no mansion. You ain't never going to have a mansion, sir. Never. You will forever live in penthouse and apartments. All right? Because you're trapped in New York, sir. And you stuck in the past. So you got it? Just showing you how you getting played. Trapped in New York. Bragging about a passport, y'all. Now let me show you what else. I'm telling you, man, they all getting dragged. It ain't me. It ain't me. What they saying? They saying that they calling Cardi B out on this one. They saying Cardi B always twerking on stage, but they saying this time when Megan came out in Houston, Cardi B got scared and intimidated. They say when Megan came out twerking, Cardi ain't want nothing to do with it. She was just standing there. Because they was saying, yeah, Cardi be talking that twerking stuff, but when Megan came out, she was just watching. But I ain't know Megan was 5'10". Cardi B do got some hips. But they was saying that when Cardi B saw Megan come out twerking, she ain't want to twerk. Because they was trying to say that Megan out twerks Cardi and Cardi can't dance. I'm just showing you how people throw shots at them every single day, y'all. I just don't cover it. I don't cover it. People throw shots at them every day. Because in a lot of people's eyes, you pick one. They all the same. Joe and Jada, rayj, Orlando. Pick. It don't matter, y'all. Like, that's how people look at them, man. They got these cartoon shows like Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, they all pair together in twos, like Beavis and Butthead. Told you, they can't be independent doing nothing, y'all. This shit's sad, bro. They got them in pairs like groups. You know, they put them in groups. You gonna be with him today. You guys gonna, you know what I'm saying, y'all? They have no independency. They not independent, y'all. They can't even talk reckless. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Everything they do is stage. But see, the reality is this. It is nothing but old men lingering around online to keep their stories going. And they are policing us. YouTube don't got police. They are the police. YouTube is a free place, y'all. They the policers. They watch us. Copy us. They watch us. Want to replicate. They watch us. Want to counter us. They so stupid they don't know their job is to watch us. So let me show you how the game changed. We used to look up to them and watch them, but now they watch us. I told you how this thing works. And the trick is they don't want you to know they watch your ass. Whole time, that man stole Hassan Campbell's whole swag. I told y'all, man. Hassan Campbell is the king of YouTube from New York. I told you that, especially the Bronx. No. Everything Fat Joe doing, man, Hassan did it already. Period. But they kept watching Hassan. And they kept watching them views and them super chats. And the thing that really get them mad is when people diss their ass in that super chat. They hate that. They watch people laugh at them. They don't like that. You getting clouded up and you dissing me? So they think I'm Fat Joe. I'm about to come take all that money. I'm about to come take the whole shine. That's what they thought. That's why I say Hassan don't feel bad. See that? They ain't even getting 10,000 views. With Usher. With talking live to Usher. Usher right here, y'all. So when I told you they not relevant, didn't I tell you? I bet they might put some money on that video now. That video with Usher ain't even do 10,000 views. And it's under 10 minutes. That means nobody cares. Nobody. Got it? Nah, this ain't me. The people at the clinic know what's up with him. Usher's name is in every clinic database. You get it? All right. So you got it. That makes it worse. Did I tell you make it worse? You got Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and Usher. They ain't getting 10,000 views. Because they don't want to accept it. And if they don't do fake views, and if they wasn't on all these other platforms, they'd really be sorry. No, this they last dance, y'all. They ain't never getting off this shit. Let's go. Let's go. Max B just not getting a passport. Y'all want to see some more failure? Let's go. Oh, we going back to the pictures. Let me show y'all what's going on, y'all. National TV. I showed y'all last week that woman fell asleep, same skin complexion. This man fell out in the chair, busted his head, had to get stitches live on TV, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with them. Guys, he in the chair, he just started freaking out and fall. And they say he bust his head. This is happening to nobody else. I showed you last week the woman went to sleep on live TV. Now look at this. Oh, you think that's something? I got something else for y'all. When I told you these people are going out disgracefully, they at the end, they be humiliated, and they fell from grace, and they sorry as hell. No, I told you that's the narrative. Check this out. Let's go. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman. You see that older man right next to him? He up. He up. Look at Morgan Freeman, national TV. Just showing you this what been happening, y'all. I told you fell from grace. You ain't the shit no more. You gotta cheat, lie, steal. They gotta come together. They gotta come with narratives. They time is up. Rappers, this gonna be y'all. See, y'all still wanna be online? Soon y'all gonna start going to sleep on camera. Just like that. Just like that. Y'all had just like Morgan Freeman. Only difference is you use die. Y'all just like Morgan Freeman. What is wrong with y'all? The Morgan Freeman's a rap. Got it? No, y'all. They fell from grace. Whoever they used to be, they not that no more, y'all. You see grandpa sleep. Now, you got to remember, this was called sleeping on the job, y'all. This is no different from any one of us going to sleep at work. You got it? But we going to give Morgan a pass because we know he old. But I told you this what they've been doing. But you got to understand, like, what makes it bad is somebody might have just talked to you and sat you down. You went to sleep that quick. Like, with the woman that went to sleep. She was just talking. Now back to you, Jill. She sleep. Morgan might have just finished his part talking. He go to sleep after that. That mess up the whole, we got to film it. Shit, we got to film over. Then you got it, man. No, y'all. This thing I've been telling y'all. If they were smart, they'd be quiet. Because they all going out bad. Now you see that man at the bottom? That's his show. That's his co-host. His co-host is the one that fell out in the goddamn chair. Embarrassing. No, y'all. This is bad. This is very bad. This is very bad. Oh, yeah. Let me get y'all to play. She was not with Jay-Z at this time. She wasn't with Jay-Z. She was with Matthew Knowles. So she's talking to Michael Jackson. She was happy. She was very happy. Anybody would have been happy to talk to Mike. She was very happy to talk to Mike. Now, the only things I don't got the facts of whether Michael was doing a feature on her album or she was doing a feature on his album, I don't know what it was about, but they were talking about music. And the whole narrative to this whole thing is that bald head man called up Mike on the phone and said, Beyonce, here go Mike, come sit on my lap. It'll be easier. And that's where it come from. He used the phone to get Beyonce to sit in his lap. Or should I say, he used Michael Jackson. Now, it also could be innocent. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, he could be a part of their family. I don't know. Who cares? Unreleased images from 2001. Beyonce is sitting on Mark Schaffel's lap while she talks on the phone with Michael Jackson. The producer clearly tells her, come sit on my lap. It'll be easier. He said it. I heard him. He was talking about it's easier to talk on the phone because of the cord. But only thing to me that made it disturbing was, you see her with a drink? When he said, come sit on my lap, she put that drink down quick and came and sat in his lap. Also, the other storyline in this is these executives are the pervs. Now, this executive, he is a film director of adult films, men, and he's Michael Jackson's friend. So he was flexing his relationship with Mike to impress Beyonce or whatever, and he called up Mike. Key word is, that man is Michael Jackson's friend. You know what Michael Jackson been accused of, right? All right, that's Michael Jackson's friend, a filmer of male porn. Michael Jackson's friend. Got it? Bingo. 2001. Michael Jackson's friend asked Beyonce to sit on his lap. Now, this the kicker. All y'all that say she was 19 years old when she got with somebody else, she's 19 right there. Allegedly, she's 19. Also, this footage is that man's property. That man, Mark, the man who lap she's sitting on, this is his film. It's right there in your face. Mark Schaffel Productions. Meaning, he's the one that sold the content. But I'm going to say what I said earlier. I believe somebody pulled the stunt. Somebody is using Beyonce for clout. And the reason why I say that is because this whole debacle is based on Michael Jackson. It's about Michael Jackson's conversation with Beyonce. But we also know that Michael Jackson's name is being used to also promote the doc. So I believe, y'all, somebody thought it was a smart idea to use this as controversy to promote the Michael Jackson film being released on Stars. You know, to get us to buy Stars to watch this, if you don't have it for power, this is a stunt to get you to watch the Michael movie. So somebody is using Beyonce with this nasty plot with Michael Jackson's friend as promotion controversy for this. How we know that? This Michael Jackson friend, his friend already had this documented. His friend already had the film, and his friend just released it. Michael Jackson's friend released it. So the question is, why now? Why is this being released when the Michael Jackson movie comes out? Maybe Jermaine Jackson behind this. We need some promotion. We need something. We need something so they'll download Stars. How we know that? Because I put it together right here. Check it out. Now they want to get away from the man in the film. So they gave us a built-in excuse. Check it out. Daily Mail discovered a video of Beyonce when she was 9, bouncing in a music producer's lap. She wasn't bouncing in his lap, but you see the extra on it, right? Bouncing in his lap to discuss a Michael Jackson feature. Also, y'all, they did say the feature never happened. Bouncing in his lap for the Michael Jackson feature. This same producer was fired by Michael 5 years later for secretly directing adult films. No such thing as secretly filming adult films because they got to be consensual. No, this is called Michael Jackson's estate in 2026 trying to get away from his dirty friend. So they try to tell us that Michael fired him 5 years later. That's a lie. I don't believe it. The key word is he was Michael Jackson's friend, and we don't know if he was his goddamn friend from the goddamn 80s. Said we don't know, but he's a friend. Hollywood. I bet you Quincy Jones' friend too. You got it? This is really promotion for the Michael Jackson movie, at the same time throwing Beyonce under the bus, at the same time trying to show that Beyonce was never above Michael. While Michael was the king of pop, this also is a shot at Beyonce's queen status, because they're trying to say only reason why she a queen because she had a lot of help behind her. But in reality, she was never bigger than Mike. All of that is coded in the release of this. That man lap she in, that's his footage. He's the one that what? Re-released it. Which means he probably what? Cashed out off it. How much he got, we won't know. But he's the one that re-released it. Now, mind you, at the same time, Michael Jackson's real daughter underwent electroconvulsive therapy. Frankenstein. The same treatment a lot of y'all go under with all those tats on your face. It's really electroconvulsive therapy. It ain't about you getting tattoos, your face getting all electric currents. We'll leave it at that. Smart people, y'all know what that's about. But that's what Michael Jackson's daughter going through. Even though she has a career, she's performing. I didn't get a chance to really hear music, but I think she played the guitar. I think she got talent. I just didn't get to hear yet. But no, his daughter, Michael Jackson's daughter, is doing her thing. But what you know, somebody's going to get paid off of her. And like I say, I don't know if this is real or not, y'all. I don't know. But it's circulating online. Thank you very much, James. Thank you very much. I don't know if this for real or not, y'all, but no, it's just funny because Kobe Bryant, when he was going to make music, he was signed to Columbia Records too. Kobe Bryant was around that same time. Kobe Bryant was around the same time because their careers start the same time. Who's that? Beyonce, Kobe. Now, Brandy was out before Beyonce, but somehow people forget that. Somehow people forget. When Brandy was dating Kobe, Brandy was already a star 5 years before that. But Kobe and Beyonce was on the same label, Columbia. Because everybody forget Kobe supposed to come out with an album. But they all was around each other because Beyonce and Kobe, their careers are kind of parallel as well. They became stars at the same time. All right? So let's go. And y'all know Kobe Bryant's parents took his money. So Kobe got abused by his own parents. Financially, that's why he cut their ass off. They also probably was letting Kobe go in a room with grown-ups. He got older. He ain't like that. That's why you'll see what? Didn't we see Kobe was extra protective over his kids? Ain't it a man that try to walk around with his kids like Kobe? Kobe did it first. Seeing to me like after Kobe had his kids, everybody else started trying to have kids and be like Kobe and his kids. Was Kobe not with his daughters? No, y'all. Everything you see in the NBA is fugazi. He was already teaching his daughters to be Caitlin Clark. If his daughters, his daughter Gigi would have been busting all their ass. Huh? His daughter was Caitlin Clark 10 years ago. Let's go. No, y'all, we're going to get away from all that dark stuff. I was just showing y'all these things are creepy and eerie because y'all culture is based on the past. That's why I say past, present, future. If this past news don't come out, ain't nothing shaking. But in the present, we find out what? Man, they out the closet. That's their present update. We see presently it's a culture of fake teeth in Beijing and toupees. Guys, so you in a culture of false teeth? What if I told you that's the reason why rappers can't rap no more? The reason why they don't want to rap is because of the false teeth, y'all. Ever since Jeezy teeth fell out, I think they all scared it's going to happen to them. I also think that's why they keep the stage dark. So just in case they rapping, their teeth fall out, you ain't going to see it. Meanwhile, Usher Fat Joe can't even get 10,000 views. Let's carry on. Morgan Freeman falling asleep. Shout out to my content creators. Shout out to my real, and I say that I'm talking about my real YouTubers. All my people that's original. My people that got their own clout, their own name, their own spot. You ain't use a gimmick to get on. You ain't clout chase nobody. You ain't make it because you was on somebody's channel. You ain't make it because somebody help you. You ain't need another hand on you. Shout out to my real people that grind from the scratch. You feel me? Why am I saying that? Let's take a look at these industry clowns. Y'all know Ocho Cinco's a clown, right? Straight clown. They all clowns. Still don't want to accept that Shannon Sharp is fake as hell. What'd he do? He used Atlanta, Georgia slang. But when the last time he really been in Atlanta, Georgia? Man, that fool been living in Hollywood his whole life. But Shannon Sharp know it's cool when you talk ignorant, you know what I'm saying? And you talk like you from the Georgia. You talk like you from the South. Put extra slang and draws in your words, folks. No! They clowns. Why? You see Ocho Cinco? YouTubers gather around. I'm talking about real YouTubers. I ain't talking about you fake ass uploaders. I ain't talking about you content thieves. It's up with all you content thieves. It's up with all your AI slop, YouTube slop, style stealers. Remember I said I stay janky on purpose because these niggas steal. Some niggas got to steal or they have no career. Now let me show y'all something. Y'all see Ocho Cinco? Why he cloning my man Nino Brown? He's straight cloning him. I hate thieves. Here it go, y'all. You see the Versace robe? You see the Versace robe? Huh? My man Nino Brown started that on YouTube. The designer shades with the robe, the Versace robe. You see Ocho steal his whole drip? For the shades to the robe. What these dummies don't know, I know. Both of these dummies said online, you know, I'll just be in the house. I don't go outside. I go to bed early. What Shannon Sharp say? Man, I ain't been on vacation in years. These are two niggas. They don't even go on vacation. They don't do nothing but go live every day with nonsense because they enslaved contracts. And they got to split that money. But I want you to get, without them stealing, without them cloning, acting like they street, acting like they hood, acting like they from the South, acting like they relevant when they not. They would have been fell off and they use fake numbers. Do you see Ocho Cinco? Straight cloning my homeboy Nino Brown. Did I tell Nino Brown fuck my homeboy? All right, you gonna see. Cloning them. Straight cloning. From the glasses to the road. That's why I hate their ass. They greedy. And they want nobody else to shine. They all gonna burn in hell. They all gonna burn in hell. Why? Because of shit they did to their own people. In the end, they still want you to be broke with nothing. They found out YouTube got money. Here they come. You see Ocho Cinco, a straight punk that head-butted Evelyn Lozada, still show his face online like he's somebody. He straight did worse than Diddy. Diddy ain't headbutt Cassie, but he headbutted Evelyn Lozada, turned her face into goddamn pepperoni pizza. He did it. He's a punk. Him and Shannon got the same thing in common. Abuse. But you still watch them duck ding-dongs. It's okay. I'm just showing you. They thieves. They all thieves. They have to steal from the people. We don't watch them, they watch us. They don't got the sauce. They don't got the drip. They industry and they done with. He stole my man Nino Brown whole drip. What else I know? He from Florida. So Ocho Cinco, I'm going to say you was hating because you from Florida, you a cornball. How dare you show your face with pride after what you did to Evelyn Lozada, forehead punk? Real life, I don't rock with punks like y'all. But they sit on there. Why? Because punks watch them. And dudes that like that stuff. They like that. Both of them are clowns. Both of them are disgrace to that complexion. But I'm going to say it because I'm unfiltered. Nobody else is. But who cares? See that? This is why you can't get nowhere. You ever heard of wolf in sheep's clothing? There they go. Told you, man. But that's why they will be on this YouTube app to the day they die or until the numbers stop. They never gonna be seen again in their life. That means all they have left is to watch us, steal from us, take from us, get inspired from us, and don't forget they also need your money. But they sorry as hell. Stole my man's whole drip. Sad. Sad. They are the two combos that's told me out their own mouth. Chad Ochocinco said he don't go nowhere. I don't dress like that. I go to bed early. Why? His career was fucking over. After that Evelyn Lozada. This brought him back. Because Shannon need him. The truth is, Ocho can't do a platform by himself. Shannon can't do a platform by himself. Huh? Look to me like two ignorant individuals that need each other, but they both ignorant. That's why I call them a pack of ding-dong hostess. Huh? They ring dings. They both two ring dings. Got it? That's right. That's right. Chocolate on the outside. But they ain't been in that hood like that in a long time. All right, we're going to leave it at that. They trying to take money out your mouth. Chad Ochocinco is trying to steal your name, likeness, and image, Mr. Nino Brown. He's trying to take money out your pocket, even though you be on his schooling people and being funny. He want to steal your drip, sir, because he know you from Miami like him, and he don't like that. Ochocinco, you a ding-dong. I'm talking about the cake. All right, let's go. Now y'all got it? They don't have no talent, y'all. They thieves. What's talent? What's Shannon Sharp talent? Talking like he from down south, using slang, using drama, using southern theatrics. Whole time, nigga ain't lived down south in over 20 years. Huh? Whole time, when it come to woman, everything he like is you know what. Huh? Everything he like is the same color as what? Vanilla ice cream. Huh? All right then. So I told you, a lot of them got fake ass views because don't nobody watch them for real. You watch views. You gonna watch them. I'm saying that because I'm giving you a proof. I be catching their ass a lot with low views. And I'm saying that because right here, how the hell they got a big platform? Go look at their subs. Usher come on the show, they don't get 10,000 views. But I don't understand it. Bro, how can you have one video, 250,000, 200,000, 180,000, 100,000? Like, I've never seen people act like 100,000 is so easy with people. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, people have all these big numbers, but then 1 minute they don't. Now, the only pass I'm going to get them is because nobody want to see Usher face. They only got 10,000 views. If that tour was doing so good, Usher wouldn't have to sit and promote himself on a platform. Your generation went out bad. Ain't none of them cool. Can't none of them dress. They all cornballs. The man that had all the drip is Diddy. He's gone. And they showing you who they are nothing but a bunch of dudes with false teeth and Beijings. And I'm saying that for a reason, y'all, because I feel like they shut down all new generations. So this is why I be saying all that, because it's a dysfunctional culture because you don't have all ages. You never had music control. How the hell you think y'all know about Michael Jackson? Because Michael Jackson transitioned throughout the decades. But not only that, when you know about Michael Jackson, you were still listening to Chris Brown new stuff. You were listening to us. You had your new talent, but you had your old talent too. You had all your music. They controlled the music and said you're going to like us. Just us. Nobody else. So it's disturbing to me, which I don't get. It's not about me hating on them. They remind me of everybody young that's gone. That's what pissed me off. You see, when I see their face, I think of all the young people that's gone. I think of all the young people that didn't get a shot. I think of all the young people that got blackballed, done dirty, put in the ditch and finished. That's what I think about when I see them. I think about everybody in Atlanta that was sold a dream. Where they at now? I think all them people thought they was going to go to Atlanta be a star. But goddamn it, Usher ain't even a star now. That's what I be pissed off about. When I say they ruined the game. How you know that? Well, if each artist got talent, why they ain't produce more talent? That'd be my whole thing. I watch the future generations be slaughtered through many ways. I'm not just talking about violence. They literally made a system where nobody will top them. So now that they got what they want in the end, I'm just the one to tell them, you must take what you set out to get. Y'all wanted all the light, cameras, action. You got them, and now we see your Beijing and false teeth. All right? That's all we talking about. It ain't my fault Usher ain't put on his nephew. It ain't my fault they ain't bring out no team. It ain't my fault Busta Rhymes ain't got no little cousin. No, the joke's on them. Because, see, it's not like they older mature. They big-ass kids, y'all. And they ain't nothing to look up to. That's why I dissed them like that. We tell them young boys, call them unk. No, you a grandfather, sir. Get it right. Say grandpa, you ain't no unk. Sickening, man. It's sickening. That's why they gonna stay getting cooked. No, y'all, they predators. Know why they predators? They need us. We don't need them. That's why they predators. And predators never get enough. These idiots done made millions on football. They done made millions. Money we never gonna see in our life. They done made it already. It's not enough. Money they already made. Not enough. See? They want to take all the money on YouTube, but then give out a few boxes to the poor. But they really want all the money. They're greedy. If they can help it, bro, you'll be homeless. You might have started a sports channel. Man, their job is leave your ass homeless. God, I started a sports channel years ago. I ain't started. Why? I ain't never want to start once I see all these Negroes starting sports channels for clout and money. Nope. Also threw that at y'all for a reason. Because my whole point is, they know goddamn well they need this money. I make it better. They need the people. They need the people more than ever. It is that simple. And if they got to lie, cheat, and steal, that's what they're going to do. But just know they ain't giving nothing. They just taking. And what they doing is taking up our space and oxygen and our time. These Negroes have destroyed YouTube, y'all. I'm sick of it. No, I'm sick of it. These same Negroes, what they going to do? Make a video, clip that shit up all day, all day, all day. Clips, all fucking day. Like I say, they don't understand how timelines look. They don't understand about timeline. So let's go, y'all. Busta Rhymes is out the closet. He's happy. He being himself. So when people saying there's something wrong with Busta Rhymes, no, it's not. Busta Rhymes is being himself, y'all. Let that man live. We also know he was hugging up Jimmy a couple weeks ago the same exact way. He was doing, and that man was standing right there. That might be his lover, because he was in the same picture with Jimmy. So y'all see it, right? Busta Rhymes got a touchy problem, putting his hands on people, and he always acting weird, y'all. Hip-hop dentures. Remember they was talking about a hip-hop retirement plan? You need to come out with some hip-hop dentures. The kind that I can put on it and rap and they don't come out. Yeah. The hip-hop dentures, you can rap with them on. The other ones, you just got to talk regular. Y'all got what y'all wanted, right? Y'all ain't want no more youth to be. So y'all didn't want me talking about no new acts. Y'all didn't want me talking about new talent. I'm going to keep talking about y'all since that's what y'all want, right? All right. So then you got it. Hip-hop is in the Beijing era. Period. It's sad, goddammit. They actually put more dye in their hair than Prince and Luther Vandross. Y'all ain't getting that part. Luther hair did not look like that. Y'all not getting it. They wear more dye. My goddamn stepfather don't wear that much dye. He don't. That's why it's funny to me, y'all. It's funny to me because they use more dye than people going to church. You think I'm playing? Well, next time you see people going to church, just look at the men going to church. No, they wear more dye. They wear more dye in their hair than a bishop at the church. They do. They do. So what's really going on, y'all? Who's really weird? I look at all cultures too. They die look different from other celebrities. It does. If I'm watching an older celebrity on TV and they got died, it don't look like that. You can clearly see what that's about. And their teeth different too. When I watch TV, it's older men, their teeth don't look like that. No, it's for real. They going to the same big teeth people. I think they going to the teeth discount man. Yeah, they going to get hip-hop dentures. A different version, y'all. Hip-hop dentures. Some of the guys that make hip-hop dentures, they used to make gold fronts, but now they make hip-hop dentures. There you got it, y'all. This is what they wanted, right? No, this is going to be you too, sir. Don't think it's just rappers. This your ass too, bro. This you thinking you still young too. Don't get it twisted. This you too. All right? You still love rap, right? All right then. This you. This you. You going to ride around New York City like this to the day you die. You have a nice-ass car, bro. You going to be in a small-ass crib. And you going to hide your Just For Men in the closet, fool. It's going to be all y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? All y'all. That's right. That's what y'all wanted, right? No. Guys, when I first saw this clip, I thought that was Diddy. I'm about to say, damn. No, it's called The Spirit of Diddy. You see this right here, clear as day, right? All right. Busta Rhymes ain't smack him. He didn't throw nothing at him like he did that woman in the airport. This is who they are. Busta Rhymes is an old grown-ass man, and he ain't got no time to play. He is who he is. He been a parades. Y'all know who Busta Rhymes is, y'all. You didn't see Jim Jones fight? Jim Jones sitting there giggling when Busta Rhymes tickling his ass? All right. So no, y'all, you're watching the result of hip-hop and the diddler. Are y'all willing to accept this what hip-hop always was? And wherever the rappers go, you shall not see no woman. If you see any woman, they pay for publicity stunts. That's about it. All right? You got it. Y'all know Busta Rhymes is creepy. But I think that man is always with Busta Rhymes. I'll just say that. I don't know who he is. When Busta Rhymes had his arm around Jimmy and when they was doing that, he was right there. So yeah, y'all, this is nothing but who they are. This ain't no Busta Rhymes weird. This ain't nothing. Stop making hip-hop spectacles. Accept the fact hip-hop is a zesty-ass culture, and that's all it is. It's all it ever was. It's just that some of us were not zesty. We ain't zesty, and we like women. But I have to accept as an adult, hip-hop is a zesty-ass culture. It just is. If you love man meat, it's the perfect culture for you. Paradise. Paradise. Two things, paradise for those that love man meat, penitentiary, and hip-hop. You go to penitentiary, they're going to talk about hip-hop. In hip-hop, they're going to talk penitentiary. And both of those topics you'll find on YouTube. All right? That's what it is. So, y'all, don't listen to what I say. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Just get it. I'm going to say, somebody is using Beyonce for clout. Somebody's playing a dirty game and re-release this footage. I'm going to say part of it is for promotion for the Michael Jackson movie that will be playing on Stars. This man is Michael Jackson's friend. This is his footage. The problem is he also was a film director for young men. He was a film director for young men. Michael Jackson had a plug for men. Got it? You got it, right? When y'all now finally get all the work done in this game is done by contracts. See? When this nasty man right here, he's Michael's friend. Michael, he needs a new company. Well, this man, he got a phone book with numbers in it. And he got actors, men actors, young actors. So when Michael needs some company, all this man got to do is say, hey, you want to be in a new film? Yeah, we're going to shoot a new film. But before that, Mike would like to meet you. Bingo. It's the executives, y'all. You look at that as Clyde Davis. You look at that as Russell Simmons, the executive, the check writers, the executive. How many times I told you, they never bigged an executive, they never bigged in a corporation. This is the Hollywood procedure that been going on since day one. If you ain't study it, you ain't going to get it. You are the big kid, and you going to look up to rappers. Meanwhile, rappers look up to executives. And when that executive asks you for something, we tell you something, you ain't going to say no unless you want to get blackballed. So when that man said, Beyonce, come sit on my lap, it ain't like she could have said no anyway. And to clarify it, this is public information. This is public news. This is out there. This ain't no secret. This ain't no conspiracy. And the other thing I'm going to tell you is, she was not officially with Jay-Z. This was on Matthew Knowles' watch, to be clear. Jay-Z has nothing to do with this. But this is Michael Jackson's friend. And why people got disturbed over this, because remember, he called up Mike. He's his friend. It was so Beyonce could talk. Beyonce was naturally happy. She was talking to him, naturally happy to be talking to Mike. She was fanning out heavy. But see, what people were disturbed with when that man said, come sit on my lap, it'll be easy to talk to Mike. And the thing about it is, he could have actually meant no harm. He could have meant no harm. I'm going to give him a little leeway, because I'm going to say this. Meaning, I don't know their relationship. He could be a friend of their dad. I don't know. But the reason why I say that, because I know for a fact he ain't want to get up. It wasn't like it's not like it was a cordless phone. You can sit on my lap and talk to Mike. So apparently, the old man that told Beyonce to come over and sit on his lap, and in the video, he proceeds. He's Hollywood porn star director. Hollywood is disgusting. So other people knew who he was, y'all, because this shit went viral. I'm not even being funny. Industry is weird and predatory. Yikes. Breaking news, y'all. Breaking news. The F, why is she sitting on that man's lap to talk to MJ? My God. And she's so comfortable. He said she was shaking, maybe because of him, though. Yup, because she was shaking. He said it. But she was shaking because she was nervous. But she also could have been nervous because she's sitting on his lap. So I told you to go many ways. When he said, come sit on my lap, she could have been nervous. And she could have been nervous because she's talking to Mike. The only reason why people disturbed, because he said, come sit on my lap. And it's not just that. He's a porn film director. But he's known to film stuff Busta Rhymes like. Snickers on Snickers. All right? He films Snicker on Snicker X-rated films that Busta watches. So now, right? Somebody re-released this. This how they told on themselves with the stamp. It's time stamp. His name is on his film, which means he wanted the credit. He could have put it out under no name. His name is on it, which means he stamped it. He stamped it, y'all. Let's get a clear look of the date. He stamped it. See that? 2026. The footage is from 2001. So this man, who was Michael Jackson's friend, re-released this footage. The question is, why? Why did he re-release this? Michael Jackson friend? Michael Jackson movie? Is he cool with Jermaine? I'm going to say he is. Is he cool with Quincy Jones? I'm going to say he is. Why? Because the Michael movie is also about Quincy Jones. It ain't just about Michael. In certain platforms, they interview everybody affiliated with Quincy. They actually cover Quincy legacy without words. Do you think this man was also a friend of Quincy? They claim Michael Jackson cut this man off 5 years after he found out he was doing adult films. Do you believe that? Do it take you 5 years to figure somebody out, y'all? Guys, you got a friend and they doing stuff behind your back 5 years straight, really? No, it's called separate yourself. Michael was cool with a fruity porn producer, period. Michael Jackson was friends with a porn producer. Here he is. This whole story is not actually about Beyonce. It's based on the Michael Jackson conversation with Beyonce. The purpose of this footage was to show Beyonce starstruck by Michael Jackson before she was a star. It was also to belittle Beyonce as the queen, to show you she was never bigger than the king of pop. She was his fan. I'm going to say whoever's behind the estate, whoever's behind Michael is behind this. That's who I'm going to say behind this footage, y'all. It's right in your face. Now, they're saying it got released. Now, this is how it went. Daily Mail released the footage, but they got the footage from him. Got it? Which means somebody had to sign off it. He did, because he updated the stamping. See that? Copyright 2026. Which means he got a check, which means he put it out. The question is why, who got it from him, who told him to release it. Also, let me be fair. As far as we know, Beyonce could have turned her back on him. We don't know. Beyonce could have treated him like dirt, and that can be his way of getting back at Jay-Z and Beyonce re-releasing this footage. Either way, it's public information. It's not no damn secret. In the black department it is, but it's reality. This before Jay-Z, y'all. The word is, she was just like chriseanrock, just smarter with more talent. Also, the sidebar is, because you know there's many, many rumors and lies on what age she was with. Well, they saying in this she 19. But if you watch the video, she still acts very childish. She wasn't a grown 19, I'll say that. And this is before Jay. Word is they were dating, but they wasn't together. Meaning they knew each other, but you know what I'm saying, y'all? All right. It wasn't permanent in 2003. Here you got it, man. Now they also saying these are the reasons why she got to be so big, because she had so many executives behind her, the whole industry. Rare footage from a scrapped early 2000s reality series show a young Beyonce taking a call with Michael Jackson about a potential collaboration while seated on producer F. Mark Schaffel, sitting on his lap. What's your read on the footage? Is it a harmless industry moment or questionable optics? And it's how they looking as well. It's how they looking at her that make her look like predators. Now, all she think about is talking to Mike, but it's the same thing as the boogeyman say he got some candy, and he used the candy to lure the kids. He used Michael Jackson on the phone to lure her to his lap, his lap. And he's the one that re-released it, which means he the one that had this footage all that time. So why did he just not release it? That part we'll never know. But I'm going to assume the fact that it's about Michael Jackson talking to her, I'm going to say this was promotion for the Michael Jackson movie being dropped on Stars. I'm going to say this was an industry call as well. This is an industry move from the high-ups. That's what this is, y'all. Know why I know that? Because for one, anybody wouldn't just have access to that footage. For two, just no regular peon would have the heart to put that footage out. And for three, that footage is crossing a lot of lines. Michael Jackson and Beyonce. So that's how I know somebody of a certain caliber is behind that. Not no peon. Got it? Not no peon. And I also know how it was released. It was released to the world. Not no blogger, not no local news. You got it, y'all. So now, past, present, future, if Beyonce didn't have a lot of favoritism, would she be as big as she is today? We don't know. But I do know that's part of her arrogance. See that? Meaning, now y'all see why she frowned upon a lot of other women, because she knew they ain't on her level. Now it's also jealousy because a lot of artists, they have to go through what she went through. The truth is, in this clip, Beyonce had to be around a lot of grown-ass men. She was around grown-ass men more than her peers. That's why if I asked you how many songs she had with her peers, you're going to see it ain't a lot. Who's her peers? The people her age. Male or female. She was around old heads her whole career. That's why she old now too. Got it? She's mature. We're going to get out of here, y'all. This is a dark, shady episode. But it's what's going on. It's what people talking about. And like I say, these things go on every day. I just don't entertain it every day. I also do not know if this footage is real or not. We'll leave it at that. A lot of weird stuff happening, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all all for tapping in. More coming. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all can make your own assumptions. Y'all can make your own opinions. It's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it works. All I'm doing is presenting what's already being spoken about and what's already out there. Got it? That's it. Other than that, y'all holler at y'all later. Busta Rhyme, lighten up on the damn shoe polish, sir. We out. 1.